There's a certain magic to Italy, isn't there? It's a place where every stone seems to tell a story, where history isn't just confined to museums, but breathes in the very air you inhale. I've always been drawn to this country, a magnificent crossroads where art, history, and nature don't just coexist, they dance together. From the sun-drenched Mediterranean coastlines that have launched 1,000 ships, to the timeless monuments standing proud in ancient cities, this land is a tapestry woven with threads of incredible beauty. It's a place of rolling vineyards, heavy with grapes, majestic mountains that touch the clouds, and seaside villages clinging to cliffs, painted in every color imaginable. What strikes me most, every time I return, is how this profound natural beauty isn't just a backdrop. It's an integral part of everyday life. It's in the lemon groves that perfume the air, the olive trees that yield liquid gold, the very rhythm of the seasons that dictates what's on your plate. It's a connection to the land that is deep, instinctual, and utterly beautiful. You see it in the fisherman mending his nets by the shore, the vintner tending his vines with calloused hands, the nonna picking herbs from her garden for the evening meal. This isn't a performance for tourists. It's life, lived authentically and with passion. So, I want to take you on a journey with me. Not just to the grand cities you already know and love, but to the heart of Italy, to its soul. We're going to wander down cobblestone lanes, get lost in ancient alleyways, and discover the places where time seems to slow down, where the true spirit of this incredible country resides. These are the small villages, the hidden gems that hold the secrets of Italy's past and the key to its enduring charm. Let the journey begin. A journey to discover the 10 most beautiful villages in Italy. Our first stop takes us to the rugged coastline of Liguria, to a place that feels like it's been plucked from a painter's dream, Cinque Terre. The name itself, the Five Lands, evokes a sense of storybook wonder. And believe me, it delivers. For centuries, these 5 historic villages, Monterosso al Mare, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore, have been carved into the cliffs, a testament to human resilience and a deep harmony with nature. It's a place so unique, so precious, that it's been rightly named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a treasure for all of humanity to protect and cherish. Look at them. The houses are a riot of color: ochre, pink, sun-faded yellow, stacked one on top of the other, clinging precariously to the dramatic cliffs that plunge into the turquoise sea. It's as if a giant has scattered a box of brightly colored jewels along the coast. Winding between these homes are narrow stone alleyways, or carughi, so tight you can almost touch both walls at once. Walking them is like stepping back in time, every corner revealing a new vista, a hidden courtyard, or the tantalizing smell of pesto being made with fresh local basil. This landscape wasn't just settled, it was sculpted. For over 1,000 years, the people here have terraced the steep hillsides, creating ribbons of vineyards and olive groves held up by thousands of miles of dry stone walls. This is where the famous Siacetra wine is born, a sweet, precious nectar that tastes of the sun and the sea. It's a product of heroic viticulture, they call it, and you can understand why. Every grape is a testament to the sweat and determination of generations who refuse to be defeated by the challenging terrain. And then there's the sea. The maritime tradition is the lifeblood of Cinque Terre. You feel it in the salty air, see it in the fishing boats bobbing in the tiny protected harbors, and taste it in the incredible fresh anchovies from Monterosso. Life here moves at a different pace, the Ligurian way. It's about savoring the moment, enjoying a glass of local white wine while watching the sunset paint the sky, listening to the gentle lapping of the waves. It's a place that invites you to slow down, to breathe, and simply to be. From the rugged charm of Liguria, we travel south, down the spine of Italy, to a place that embodies glamour, beauty, and a touch of the divine, Positano. Perched on the Amalfi coast, This village isn't so much built as it is draped over the cliffs, a cascade of pastel-colored houses tumbling gracefully down to the sea. When you first see it, it takes your breath away. It's a vertical town, a place that defies gravity and logic, seeming to exist in a dream state where buildings cling to the mountainside in a beautiful, chaotic harmony. The experience of Positano is in the journey. You must surrender to its geography, to the winding alleyways and the seemingly endless flights of stairs that serve as its streets. Every step is a discovery. You'll pass by vibrant bursts of bougainvillea spilling over whitewashed walls, stumble upon chic boutiques selling linen clothing and handmade leather sandals, and catch intoxicating whiffs of lemon and jasmine in the air. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The higher you climb, the more spectacular the view becomes, a panorama of terracotta roofs and the sparkling sapphire blue Tyrrhenian Sea. At the heart of the village, its golden, majolica tiled dome glittering in the sun, is the church of Santa Maria Assunta. It's more than just a landmark. It's the spiritual and historical anchor of the town. Inside, it holds a precious 13th century Byzantine icon of the Black Madonna, a figure steeped in legend. They say she was on a ship that got stranded in the bay, and the sailors heard a voice whisper, "Posa, posa," meaning, "put me down." And so they did, and the village of Positano grew around her. It's a story that perfectly captures the blend of faith, sea, and destiny that defines this place. But Positano is also about pure, unadulterated pleasure. It's about feeling the warm pebbles of the Spiaggia Grande beneath your feet, the sun on your skin. It's about taking a boat tour along the coast to see the village from the water, the way it was meant to be seen, revealing hidden grottos and secluded coves. It's a place where natural beauty and a deep-rooted tradition of hospitality come together to create something truly magical. It's glamorous, yes, but it's a glamour that feels earned, born from the sheer, breathtaking beauty of its setting. Now, we venture to the heel of Italy's boot, to a region that feels ancient, mystical, and profoundly different from the rest of the country. This is Puglia, a land kissed by two seas, the Adriatic and the Ionian. Its coastline is a spectacular mix of dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and some of the most pristine white sand beaches in Italy. But the soul of Puglia lies inland, in a landscape that is stark, sun-baked, and utterly captivating. It's a land of red earth, gnarled ancient olive groves, and a silence that feels sacred. This is where you find one of Italy's most curious and enchanting sights, the Trulli of Alberobello. These conical, dry stone huts with their whitewashed walls and grey stone roofs look like something from a fairy tale. Walking through the streets of Alberobello is a surreal experience. It feels like you've stepped into another world, another time. These structures, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, are a marvel of ancient building techniques designed to be easily dismantled. They are a symbol of the ingenuity and resilience of the Pugliese people, a physical manifestation of their deep connection to this unique land. But Puglia is more than just its Trulli. It's a region of stunning Baroque towns like Lecce, known as the Florence of the South, where the local sandstone has been carved into elaborate theatrical facades that glow golden in the afternoon sun. It's a land of fortified farmhouses, or masserie, that rise from the plains like castles, many now transformed into stunning hotels where you can experience the agricultural heart of the region. And everywhere there are the olive trees. Some are thousands of years old, their trunks twisted into magnificent sculptures by time, wind, and sun. They are the guardians of this land. Life in Puglia moves to a different rhythm. It's slower, more deliberate. It's the rhythm of the pizzica, the traditional folk dance said to cure the bite of a tarantula. It's the rhythm of long lunches under a pergola, enjoying simple, powerful flavors, orecchiette pasta, creamy burrata, fresh seafood straight from the boat. It's a place that hasn't been polished for tourists. It retains a raw, authentic beauty. To visit Puglia is to connect with a deeper, more primal Italy, a place of profound history, enduring tradition, and incredible warmth. Imagine, just for a moment, traveling back in time to an era of knights, nobles, and warring families. Our next journey takes us right to the heart of Tuscany, to a village that stands as a proud, vertical monument to the Middle Ages, San Gimignano. As you approach it, rising from the rolling green hills, you see them, the towers. 14 of them, to be exact, though at its height in the 14th century, there were more than 70. They are like medieval skyscrapers, a stunning and unforgettable skyline that has earned it the nickname the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. These towers were not just for defense, they were symbols of power and prestige. The wealthier and more powerful the family, the taller the tower they built. You can just imagine the rival families, the Ardinghelli and the Salvucci, trying to outdo each other, their stone towers reaching for the heavens in a display of wealth and dominance. Walking through the Piazza della Cisterna, the heart of the town, you're surrounded by this history. You can almost hear the echoes of merchants hawking their wares, the clang of a blacksmith's hammer, the whispers of medieval intrigue. The entire town is a living museum, its Romanesque and Gothic architecture preserved with incredible care. You can climb the Torre Grossa, the tallest of the remaining towers, and be rewarded with a view that is simply breathtaking. The patchwork of Tuscan countryside unfolds below you, vineyards producing the famous Vernaccia di San Gimignano white wine, olive groves shimmering silver in the breeze, and winding roads lined with cypress trees. It's a landscape that has inspired artists for centuries, and honestly, from up here, you really understand why. But this isn't a town frozen in amber. Life continues, vibrant and full of flavor. The streets are lined with artisan shops selling local ceramics, leather goods, and, of course, saffron, which has been cultivated here for centuries. You can stop at a gelateria that has won world championships for its creative flavors, a testament to the fact that while San Gimignano honors its past, it is not trapped by it. It's a place where you can wander for hours, losing yourself in history, art, and the simple, profound beauty of the Tuscan way of life. Our journey now takes us north, to the dramatic, pre-alpine landscape of Lombardy and its jewel, Lake Como. And nestled right at the point where the lake splits into its two southern branches is a village of sublime elegance and beauty, Bellagio. Known as the Pearl of the Lake, Bellagio has captivated writers, artists, and aristocrats for centuries. It's a place where the grandeur of nature, the deep blue water, the soaring green mountains, meets the height of man-made refinement. The charm of Bellagio is twofold. There is the waterfront, the Lungolago, a graceful promenade lined with manicured flower beds, elegant hotels, and cafes where you can sit and watch the ferries crisscross the lake. It's a scene of sophisticated leisure, of timeless style. Then there is the Old Town, the Borgo, a delightful labyrinth of steep cobbled stairways or salite that climb up the hill from the lake. Every turn reveals a hidden gem, a tiny piazza, an artisan shop selling exquisite silks, a family-run trattoria with checkered tablecloths. Bellagio is also a village of magnificent villas and gardens. You can't come here without visiting the gardens of Villa Melzi, a perfect example of an English-style garden unfolding along the lakeshore, with its exotic trees, classical statues, and a serene Japanese pond. Or you can explore the botanical gardens of Villa Serbelloni, perched high above the town, offering what is perhaps the most famous and spectacular panoramic view of Lake Como, where all three branches of the lake meet. It's a vista that feels almost impossibly beautiful, a perfect symphony of water, land, and sky. There's a gentle, refined rhythm to life in Bellagio. It's about taking a boat out onto the lake to appreciate the scale of the mountains, and the grandeur of the villas from the water. It's about browsing the artisan shops for a unique silk scarf, a tradition that dates back centuries in this region. It's about enjoying an aperitivo as the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the water and the mountains. Bellagio is a place that teaches you the art of la dolce vita, the sweet life, in its most elegant and beautiful form. For our next chapter, we're not just visiting a village, but an entire world. We're heading to the largest island in the Mediterranean, a place of myth, passion, and staggering complexity, Sicily. This isn't just a part of Italy. It's a continent in miniature, a land that has been conquered, colonized, and coveted by nearly every major civilization in the Western world. Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Normans, Spanish. They all came, they all saw, and they all left their indelible mark, creating a cultural tapestry of unparalleled richness. The landscape itself is a drama. Dominating the eastern side of the island is the majestic, ever-present force of Mount Etna, Europe's largest active volcano. It is both a creator and a destroyer, its fertile slopes producing incredible wines and produce, its fiery heart a constant reminder of the power of nature. Then there's the history, etched into the very stones of the island. You can stand in the magnificent Greek theatre of Taormina, with the sea and Etna as its backdrop, and feel the weight of 2,500 years. You can wander through the Valley of the Temples in Agrigento, where Doric temples stand as proud testaments to Magna Graecia. The influence of the Arabs and Normans is just as profound, creating a unique architectural style you won't find anywhere else. In Palermo, the island's chaotic and vibrant capital, you see it in the Cappella Palatina, where Byzantine mosaics, Arabic arches, and a Norman structure combine to create something breathtakingly beautiful. This fusion is everywhere, in the food, the language, the faces of the people. It's in the bustling souk-like markets of Ballarò and Vucciria, overflowing with spices, glistening fish, and produce so vibrant it looks alive. To understand Sicily is to embrace its contradictions. It is an island of intense beauty and, at times, stark reality. It's the sweetness of a cannolo filled with fresh ricotta, the savory depth of a caponata, the noise and energy of a city market, and the profound silence of an ancient ruin. It is a place that gets under your skin. It challenges you, seduces you, and ultimately captures your heart. Sicily is not just a destination, it's an experience, a journey through the layers of history that have shaped our world. Let's leave the coasts and the islands behind and travel inland, to the very center of the country, to a region they call the Green Heart of Italy. This is Umbria. Landlocked and often overshadowed by its famous neighbor Tuscany, Umbria possesses a more subtle, mystical, and perhaps more authentic charm. It's a land of rolling green hills, dense forests, and silvery olive groves, a landscape that is gentle on the eye and, honestly, just so soothing to the soul. It's a place that feels ancient, spiritual, and deeply connected to the earth. Umbria is a region of hills, and on top of these hills, you find its medieval towns, Perugia, Gubbio, Orvieto, Spoleto, and of course, Assisi. These towns are not just collections of old buildings, they are living communities, stone fortresses that seem to grow organically from the landscape. Assisi, the birthplace of Saint Francis, is a place of profound peace and pilgrimage. Walking its quiet streets, you can't help but feel the spiritual legacy of the man who spoke to animals and saw the divine in all of nature. The Great Basilica, with its frescoes by Giotto, tells his story in a way that, honestly, just transcends language. This is also a land of artisans. For centuries, Umbrian hands have been skilled in their crafts. In Deruta, they produce some of the most beautiful Majolica ceramics in Italy, their vibrant patterns passed down through generations. In Perugia, The tradition of chocolate making is legendary, and throughout the region, you'll find weavers creating exquisite textiles from cashmere and linen. There's a pride in making things by hand, in creating beauty with skill and patience that is woven into the fabric of Umbrian life. And then there's the food. Umbrian cuisine is rustic, honest, and deeply flavorful. It's the food of the land and the forest. Think of handmade strangozzi pasta with black truffles foraged from the local woods, hearty lentil soup from Castelluccio, cured meats from Norcia, and robust red wine made from the Sagrantino grape. Eating in Umbria is about savoring simple, perfect ingredients. It's a region that doesn't shout for your attention. It whispers. It invites you to slow down, to wander its country lanes, to explore its quiet towns, and to discover the simple, profound beauty of rural Italian life. We return to Tuscany, but this time, we climb high into the hills of the Val d'Orcia to a classic Renaissance hill town that is synonymous with one of Italy's greatest gifts to the world, wine. This is Montepulciano. Perched on a limestone ridge, the town offers some of the most spectacular, quintessential Tuscan views you could ever hope to see. It's a landscape of rolling hills, cypress-lined avenues, golden wheat fields, and, of course, endless vineyards stretching as far as the eye can see. Montepulciano is a town built on wine, both figuratively and literally. Its history and fortune are tied to the noble red wine that bears its name, the Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. The Etruscans and Romans grew grapes here, but it was during the Renaissance that the wine earned its noble title, praised by popes and poets. The town itself is a stunning showcase of medieval and Renaissance architecture. As you walk up the main street, the Corso, you pass by elegant palazzi built by famed architects like Sangallo and Michelozzo, a clear sign of the wealth this wine brought to the town. What's truly fascinating is that the wine cellars, the canteen, are not out in the countryside. They are right here, burrowed deep beneath the historic palaces. You can be admiring a Renaissance facade on the street, and just below your feet, in vast ancient cellars that feel like cathedrals, barrels of Vino Nobile are slowly aging to perfection. To visit one of these historic cellars, like Cantina de' Ricci with its massive oak casks, is to descend into the very soul of the town. You can smell the history, the oak, the angel's share evaporating into the cool, damp air. Beyond the wine, Montepulciano is a delight to explore. Its Piazza Grande is one of the most beautiful in Tuscany, a magnificent stage set with its formidable town hall and cathedral. The streets are filled with artisan shops selling local pecorino cheese, handcrafted leather, and copper goods. But in the end, it all comes back to the wine. To sit at a cafe in the piazza with a glass of Vino Nobile in your hand, watching the evening lights soften the Tuscan hills. Well, it's one of those perfect moments. It's a taste of history, culture, and terroir, all in one glass. For our next stop, we journey to a place of quiet contemplation, a hidden gem in the northern region of Piedmont that many travelers miss. This is Lake Orta, a small, serene lake often described as the most romantic in Italy. And on its eastern shore, nestled on a small peninsula that juts out into the water, is the impossibly picturesque village of Orta San Giulio. Visiting this place feels like stepping into a delicate watercolor painting, a world of soft colors, tranquil water, and profound peace. The heart of the village is Piazza Motta, a lovely tree-lined square that opens directly onto the lake. It's the living room of the town, lined with buildings painted in shades of pastel yellow, rose and ochre, their frescoes faded by time and weather. Here, you can sit at a cafe, watch the small boats ferry people back and forth, and just let the gentle rhythm of the lake wash over you. From the piazza, a network of narrow cobbled lanes winds its way up the hill, silent and atmospheric, each one offering a glimpse of a hidden courtyard or a view of the lake. Dominating the view from the shore is the mystical Isola San Giulio. A short boat ride takes you to this tiny island, which is almost entirely filled by a working Benedictine monastery and a Romanesque basilica. A path, known as the Way of Silence and Meditation, circles the island. As you walk, you pass by walls inscribed with aphorisms about silence, contemplation, and the inner life in multiple languages. The atmosphere is one of deep tranquility and spirituality. It's a place that encourages you to be quiet, to listen, not just to the lapping water, but to yourself. Above the town on a wooded hill is the Sacro Monte di Orta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a pilgrimage route consisting of 20 chapels, each one decorated with life-size terracotta statues and frescoes depicting the life of St. Francis of Assisi. Walking this path is not just a religious experience. It's a journey through art, nature, and history, with each chapel offering another stunning viewpoint over the lake and the island. Orta San Giulio is a place for the soul, a quiet corner of Italy that rewards those who seek it out with a sense of peace that is hard to find elsewhere. For our final destination, we return to where we began, to the dramatic Ligurian coast, to single out one village from the Cinque Terre that many consider to be its most precious jewel, Vernazza. While all 5 villages are beautiful, there is something about Vernazza that captures the heart in a special way. It has what is arguably the most picturesque and only natural harbor of the 5. A perfect little amphitheater of colorful houses embracing a small sandy piazza that opens directly onto the sea. The focal point of the village is the Piazza Marconi. This is not just a square, it's the center of life. It's where fishermen mend their nets, where children play, where locals and visitors gather at the outdoor cafes to enjoy a glass of wine and watch the world go by. The gentle lapping of waves provides a constant, soothing soundtrack. Rising from the piazza is the Church of Santa Margherita d'Antiochia, built right on the rocks by the water. Its octagonal bell tower, a signature feature of the Vernazza skyline. It's a church that seems to have grown from the sea itself. Exploring Vernazza means embracing its verticality. From the piazza, steep, narrow stairways, the arpei, branch off, leading you up into a maze of alleyways. Getting lost here is part of the charm. As you climb, you're rewarded with breathtaking glimpses of the turquoise water through gaps between the tall, slender houses. The higher you go, the more you appreciate the incredible way the village has been built in harmony with the challenging terrain. It feels like a secret world, hidden from the main thoroughfare. For the most iconic view, you must take the hiking trail towards Monte Rosso. Just a short way up the path, you turn around, and there it is, the classic postcard image of Vernazza. The entire village is laid out before you. The protected harbor, the vibrant piazza, the church, and the ruins of the Doria Castle, with its ancient watchtower standing guard over the village, a reminder of its past battles with pirates. In that moment, you understand. Vernazza is more than just beautiful. It has a soul. It's a perfect blend of nature's drama and humanity's resilience, a fitting end to our journey through Italy's most beautiful villages. 10 villages, 10 stories. From the sunny cliffs of the Amalfi Coast to the calm waters of Lake Orta, we've traveled through the heart and soul of Italy. We've seen how history, art, and nature aren't separate things here. Instead, they're like threads woven into the rich cloth of daily life. Each village, with its own special feel, its own tastes, and its own secrets, shows the lasting spirit of this amazing country. These aren't just spots on a map. They are living, breathing places that hold the true meaning of being Italian. But a trip like this isn't just for watching. It's for living. The real magic happens when you're the one walking down that old stone street. When you try that wine made from grapes grown on a nearby hill. When you feel the afternoon sun on your face in a quiet town square. The stories I've told are just an invitation to go somewhere new, to get a little lost, and to find these hidden treasures for yourself. The beauty of Italy isn't just something you can look at, it's something you have to feel. So, I hope you let your curiosity lead the way. Whether you dream of the amazing coastlines, the rolling hills, or the peaceful lakes, your own Italian adventure is waiting. Go and find your favorite village, make your own memories, and experience the old, heartwarming beauty of this country for yourself. Because the best discoveries are the ones we make ourselves. Thank you for coming along with me. Goodbye for now.